Hello, this is the video for Buddhism, revision video for Study of Religion leading into the external exam, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. Buddhism is a religion that does not have a god. It is a religion focused upon the concept of suffering as taught by Siddhartha Gautama, the first Buddha, and a means of achieving the cessation of suffering. So, Siddhartha Gautama said in his first sermon that the truth of existence is that we all suffer. This is known as dukkha, and he said that the root cause of our suffering is attachments or desires, and he then stated that there is an end to it. So you can treat the Buddha like a doctor, okay? So he's said there's something wrong, he said this is the cause, said this is a cure, and then he gives the cure, which is Magga, the Eightfold Path. So this teaching is known as the Four Noble Truths. You have dukkha, samudaya, nirodha, and Magga. And then Magga itself is known as the Eightfold Path. And there are 8 ways of living your life that will help you achieve a cessation from suffering. And I'll put them here, and you can read them yourself. I'm not your dad. So, with regards to leading a good life and human rights within Buddhism, and the concept of ethics that this exam might focus on, because it focuses on human rights, we need to understand that Buddhism has a cyclical worldview similar to Hinduism. Buddhists believe that we are trapped in a cycle of samsara. We're born, we live, we die. We are reborn based upon our karmic consequences and our actions, and that goes on and on and on and on until we achieve moksha, liberation. Sorry, I'm in the squeaky door room, okay, and it's judging me. So, you can achieve a state of bliss called nirvana. In Buddhism, it's different to Hinduism because Buddhists do not believe in an eternal soul. There is no Atman. Everything is temporary, including ourselves. Liberation in Buddhism is simply an understanding that one day, with enlightenment, we will break free from this constant birth, death and rebirth cycle. So there are rules within Buddhism of ways to live and ways to interact with the world around us. Ahimsa, like we covered in Hinduism, is a core teaching, bringing no harm to people, but also you have karuna and metta, which if you dig hard enough online you will find me singing a really dodgy version to the tune of the Lion King's Hakuna Matata. That's all the information you need there. But it is probably prudent for you to understand the Eightfold Path and the implications the Eightfold Path has upon a Buddhist and the way they view human rights within the world. So they're looking at right understanding, right livelihood, all those sorts of things, the way you live your existence essentially impacts who you are and what you're being reincarnated as. The Buddha said to take refuge in the 3 jewels, that is the Buddha, so his life and his example, the Dharma, the teachings, and the Sangha, the community. So if you essentially need help as a human being, you look for the Buddha, the teachings, and the community. There are a number of rituals within Buddhism that could potentially come up in the exam. We don't know what they're going to focus on. Death rituals and birth rituals are often mentioned. So it could be, for example, you could get a piece of stimulus about Tibetan sky burials, which is, I guess, a physical manifestation of the belief that this body is entirely temporary, that whatever is you is going to pass on to a new form, but eventually, when you achieve enlightenment, that will vanish as well. There is acknowledgement of anicca and anatta, this concept of nothing is permanent, and the other one, it's gone out of my head, so I'm just going to put it here somewhere when I'm finished. And that should do us. If you've got this far, there's only 2 of you, and I know who you are, so well done. All right, good on you.